big swing. Because he knew
wild.
round 8 of 8, he needs to knock him out right now. And look,
Nice jab.
put him down. Put him down. You hate to see it if you're a Jake Paul fan, but you love to see it if you're not, right?
Our ultimate goal is to get him a nice first fight, whether it's Derek from Better
Or Ice Poseidon. What is up, YouTube? My name is Poseidon, and welcome back to the workshop. I'm here with my boy,
Coach Hoos.
That's right. And today we'll be breaking down Jake Paul versus
Tommy Fury,
a YouTuber and ex-Disney star versus
a real boxer with a patented Fury last name.
This will be Jake Paul's first real test as a boxer.
All his previous opponents were washed up, retired old MMA fighters.
And plus, there was a massive build-up to this fight. And now we see KSI wants a piece of Tommy too. So we have to break this down.
Yeah, I'd be very interested to see how that fight goes. It'd be a very close contest between KSI and Tommy Fury.
100%. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Anytime, anywhere, place. Now hold on, really quick, off the rip. That reminds me, anytime, anywhere, any place. You know, we just created a new saying too. What is it? Long days, longer nights. All right, that's how we go about, putting work in the gym. So let's see what Jake does. Long days, longer nights. Remember it. All right, we see the boys walking out.
Finally, they collide.
Very anticipated fight.
Ray Flores, Showtime Sean Porter, Coach Larry Wade.
Tommy coming in quick, coming in hot.
A little fast, coming right after Jake.
See how cautious Jake is being this fight versus other opponents. He realizes Tommy has power as well.
Yeah.
He realizes that, Tommy can hurt him. And he's being very cautious, using a lot of jabs, a lot of feints.
100%. I mean, you gotta remember, this is his first real test, like we said. Same age, same height, same reach, just more experience. So, pretty dangerous waters.
Flores, Jay Leon Long in the corner of Jake Paul.
Good head movement by Jake there. Take a couple punches. You can tell he didn't like that. He looked for the wrap
Little
up.
check hook.
Yep.
Ooh, jab.
Nice jabs from both.
That's right. That'll get him back into this fight.
See how he threw that jab from the hips? It's a very useful jab. Nice overhand.
And which man will be able to inflict punishment on the
Over the hill and had some mileage.
A lot of wrapping up, being very careful. You can just tell they're not very comfortable in the pocket, and that's where you could tell that they're relatively new to boxing. They're not very seasoned or experienced. Good jobs.
Yeah, mention about the one thing where Jake always kind of tends to drop his head a little bit when he swings.
Yep.
How do we feel about that?
Yeah, big problem. You never really want to drop your head like that. It puts you in a lot of trouble, especially against a good counterpuncher or someone that looks for a lot of uppercuts. You tell Tommy didn't utilize a lot of uppercuts in this fight, because he would have definitely caught and maybe dropped Jake if he got him. Because you could tell in this situation right here, Jake's here with his arm up, head down, nothing protecting against the uppercut. Straight open for a path right up the middle for that uppercut.
Yeah, the first thing anybody wants to see is Jake on the floor. The last thing Jake wants to do is be on that canvas, so he's got to avoid that at all costs. Big swing from Jake, his classic punch. Little uppercut from Tommy right there. Maybe he was picking up on that.
You can tell they're both looking for that overhand, that cross, as the knockout hand. That's why it's very important to be versatile and have other tools in your toolkit. You can't just be that guy that just throws heavy overhands or heavy cross. You need to have other things in your tool bag so that you can give people different looks, something they're not ready for.
Yeah, and that's what we're working on, right?
Right.
And
expand our game.
100%. That's why we're watching these videos too, because as you know, Poseidon is trying to step in the ring. So, like I always say, just comment who you want me to fight. I'm still down. Let's go. Big swing from Jake.
Ooh, back of the head there.
Back.
The ref has to stop that. Just give him a warning first time or so. And then if it continues to happen, he'll deduct a point.
Jake's still jumpy right now. That's good.
Nice
Big
overhand.
swing. Yep. That would have probably rocked an MMA guy, not gonna lie.
Nice slip jab. Nice slip jab.
Big
Ooh,
overhand.
good counter punch there. Little uppercut, but he's not putting enough into that uppercut. I don't like how they both have their hands. Ooh, good overhand. His hands were down, that's why he got caught.
Damn.
Yep. Nice hooks.
Again, rocking his head back.
Uppercut there, yep. Good head movement by Tommy. Good overhand. Nice check hook. uppercut.
Here's a look at some of the action from
Nice job.
Yeah, there was a lot more action in this fight than people probably give it credit for. I mean, again, this was a wild fight, massive build-up, you know, massive pay-per-view draw. I mean, credit to both men, right? How do you feel so far?
I agree. I just don't think it was as high of a level of boxing as everyone expected because for the hype that it generated. However, it is a good fight for the level that we're looking at. You know, two relatively new pro guys.
And let's be real. Let's be really real, okay? We know Tommy Fury as a pro boxer because of his brother Tyson Fury, right? And obviously his amateur career as well. But this man is an influencer at the end of the day. This man was on some dating reality like Love Island or something like that. So he's a real influencer too. And look, now he's trying to fight other influencers, KSI. You know, that contract is damn near signed. I'm not sure where we're at. I mean, this video might be posted and they may have an announcement already, but he's trying to fight KSI, and you know, with his bouncy style, how do you feel like that fight would go?
I agree. First off, that Tommy he's a good boxer. Like I'm not taking anything away from him.
Of course.
I'm a fan. You know, I think he's good at what he does. I just don't think that he'll build the same career that his brother had. Obviously, I don't see him ever being a world champion. However, that doesn't mean he can't make a lot of money. It doesn't mean that he can't be a good boxer. I think he can go deep in the boxing game. But you're right. I think his lane is that hybrid influencer
100%.
boxer realm that he's trying to go into, and he even realizes that. Otherwise, he wouldn't even be considering a fight with KSI or anyone else in that realm.
I mean, we know he made 7 figures from fighting Jake Paul, and already 7 figures have been offered to fight KSI. So
Tommy wouldn't see that kind of money until he's a top-ranked guy in the world.
you know, that's why we're trying to get in the scene, bro. Make some money. What's up, that? I'm trying to get my hands right and make a statement. Let's get back to it.
See, hands down, you get caught. I don't know why guys.
This is round 7 of 8, to be fair, but yes.
Guys insist that they have amazing defense and they can be like Floyd and drop your hands. You're not like that. No matter how good you are, have your hands up. It's not hard to put your hands up.
It is later rounds, though. But yeah.
No, I know, but they were doing it in the beginning of the rounds, like.
A little hugging, you know, brotherly love.
Surprised Jake didn't look for a counter here. He had his head down a lot.
Lots of check hooks I'm noticing from Jake.
Yeah.
Big swing. Because he
Wild.
knew round 8 of 8, he needs to knock him out right now. And look,
Nice jab.
put him down. Put him down.
Come down with a jab.
You know, he's put down all his opponents.
That shows you how effective the jab is. In later rounds, if you catch someone with a nice stiff jab right to the face, and they're not expecting, especially if they're walking forward, and they eat that can really stun somebody and drop them. A jab, a simple jab. You wouldn't think that could put someone down, but it really can.
100%. I got a decent one, I like to think.
When he needed something significant, fighting, he understands how important this is. He just cannot afford to get
I will say, I really have to commend Tommy's endurance and his gas tank. It seemed like as the fight progressed, he was doing better. He was doing better and better. And that's something that Jake might need to work on in the future, is his gas tank. And we'll get into some of the reasons why I think KSI will be a better challenger, because this is one of the reasons. Jake is strong, he is a power hitter, but that's the negative that comes with being a power hitter or power puncher, is that you do expend more energy as the fight progresses, and you don't necessarily have that gas tank towards the end of the fight.
I feel.
You close in.
It's good counter.
Yeah, this was wild. Yeah.
You could just tell. I mean, if you look at Jake's face when he's wrapped up there, he looks like he's in hell right now. He does not look okay.
But hey, he got through, and that's what you gotta do, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta push through and just make it to the end.
No,
Give
respect.
it your best.
Respect,
Give it
yeah,
your
he
best.
held in there, but that will be a problem for him in the future against someone with a little bit more of a gas tank. And there are guys at that weight that can push it, that can push the pace. And you see Tommy's trying to, get off him, get detached, but didn't get anything else.
And that was
That's
the last
fight.
go. Both men go on the ropes.
73 to the winner by split decision. Tommy!
Yeah, yep. You know, you hate to see it if you're a Jake Paul fan, but you love to see it if you're not, right? So his first real loss to a boxer, it sucks. You know, put that blemish on his record, but again, he says it himself. Don't judge him on his wins. Judge him on how he loses, on how he bounces back. That's just how it should be.
One quick note. So I kind of disagree with the judges. You know, there's always controversy with judges, especially when it comes to a split decision. I don't think this should have been a split decision. Granted, he did put him down, so he did get a knockdown. That factors in a lot into the scoring. I think that if he didn't knock him down, it should have been a unanimous decision. But, you know, it is what it is. Split decision. Good fight from both men.
100%.
I'd like to even see a rematch maybe. But
yeah, and that's what we were saying. You know, like Jake Paul is hungry for that rematch. I know he has Nate Diaz next up, and you know we have our thoughts on that. You know, I think Nate's getting slept for the first time. You might think otherwise.
Yeah, I think if Conor couldn't get it done, who's one of the greatest strikers in UFC history, let alone you know, combat sports in general, and you know Nate was eating a lot of good shots from him. He's fought a lot of sluggers in the UFC. Who knows? Maybe Jake will be that one outlier.
Might be. I think he will be. But like I was saying, you know, he's fighting Nate Diaz next, and he wants that Tommy Fury fight. I think he was just trying to steal it from KSI as well, because you know, you know, KSI and his relationship, you know, is different. You know, I'm a fan of both men. I don't mind either. You know, I believe you can have your own opinion about each. I would love to fight on Misfits. I would love to fight on MVP. You know, whoever wants to give me my shot first, I'm down for. It's all love there. But yeah, a rematch would be crazy. I would hope Jake can get his W back, because I can only imagine what it feels to lose at a level of, you know, his caliber. So he definitely wants to get that one back. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
Just as these two fighters continue to improve and progress their career, so too has Poseidon. You know, he's been working a lot. We've been in the lab. We've been trying to identify weaknesses, working on his strengths, and our ultimate goal is to get him a nice first fight, whether it's Derek from Better
or Ice Poseidon.
Doesn't matter. Whoever, anyone can get the smoke. Obviously, we're looking for someone, you know, in a fair matchup. Green guy, he's never had a fight before. But regardless, I'm really happy with the way he's been progressing, the mindset that he has, and hopefully we'll look to maybe get him sparring in 6 to 8 months.
And just know, we're coming, right? So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. All right, make sure you drop a comment. Again, tell me, call these guys out in the comments for me. Tell them, yo, respond to Poseidon. Yo, if we're making videos like this, they cannot just ignore it. All right, this is high quality stuff, and you're watching it. Join the army, okay? Make sure you tap that subscribe button. All right, join the army. Like I said, ring that notification bell. And like we always say, roll the outro. Peace.
Yo, you got an ad?